I'm sorry, but it's not gonna work. No, I tried a couple of times off screen, and I don't have the damage output necessary to deal with him as of now. Unfortunately. Ooh, back up! Wait, no. It's the bad guys. Again. What judge is it this time?
Such a tremendous honor to again be graced with your presence, Majesty. You left us with such great dispatch upon our last encounter that I must confess I had begun to worry that we may have given your Majesty some cause for offense.
Such a heartfelt display of remorse. Now what is it you want?
I want you to give me the Nethicite.
The Nethicite?
That is a base imitation. We seek Wraithwall's legacy, the ancient relics of the Dynast King. Deifacted Nethicite. Did you not tell them, Captain Azalus?
Majesty, he speaks of the Dawn Shard. That is the Nethicite. Are you mad, Vossler? If we are to save Dalmasca, we must accept the truth. I will fight this profitless battle no more.
He betrayed us?
Captain Azalus has struck a wise bargain. In return for the Dawn Shard, the Empire will permit Lady Ash to reclaim her throne, and the Kingdom of Dalmasca will be restored. Think on it. An entire kingdom for a stone. You must admit, 'tis more than a fair exchange.
And when all is said and done, your master will have another pet.
Lady Ash, let us take him for the people of Dalmasca. Your Majesty wallows in indecision on peril of their heads. And his shall be the first to fall.
Well, at least your sword is to the point.
She didn't exactly have a choice.
To think the relics of the Dynast King were Deifacted Nethicite, Dr. Sid will be beside himself.
What did you say?
Captain Azalus, take them to Shiva. They should have leave to return to Rabanasta soon.
Sid, that's... No, is it? Can't be.
I want you to assess its power.
Did our orders not specify that we return the stone for testing?
I will not chance returning with a stone that is yet unproven.
Did they look alike? Is Sid Belfier's father? Huh.
When we return to Dalmasca, we can announce that you are alive and well. I will then continue our negotiations with the Empire. I believe Lars has the key. He'll listen to us. We should trust him.
Who are you, Vossler, to talk of trust?
A son of Dalmasca.
equipment here is limited, so we'll be using the ship's drive to make our assessment. Once we've connected the stone, the reaction should be easily measured.
Methods do not interest me, only results.
Fran? Such heat! The mist, it's burning!
6,800, 6,900, 7,000! This must be Deifacted Nethicite! The count still climbs!
Ah, we found it at last. True Deifacted Nethicite. The power of the Dynast King in my hands. Blood alone does not an emperor make, vain.
What is this? Something's wrong!
What is it?
You stand! Hold her down!
What's wrong with her?
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up. I just never knew how much. How about you?
I like Fran's idea. Let's get out of here.
And she's
No farther!
going crazy because of the
Sky
mist.
pirates, the future of Dalmasca will not be stolen.
Okay then, Vossler.
Why do this, Bosch? This struggle is futile. You must know where it leads.
I do know. All too well.
Ooh, first of all, let's fix the gambits. And that should do it. Need to throw some protect around. And now Fran has gone berserk, as you can probably see. That's not a bad thing. It increases one's attack power. But there is, of course, a downside to berserk. You can no longer control that character. It doesn't matter though. Now, whenever Vossler gets below 50% health, I think it was, he too will start ignoring our evasion. And he will have his attack power up as well. But it doesn't matter, he's going down. He's going down hard. He's a pushover alone. I think that's why he came along to train with us. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, you know what? I think I shall deal with you this way. One's turn.
Got a surprise for you.
Bosch will follow it up with another fulminating darkness. Time's up, unfortunately, but I think we killed him. I do believe that is an overkill. Inferno. Where did that come from? Is that because of the Esper? I think that's the Esper interfering. Can't tell for sure though. And he's down.
Engine power falling rapidly. It's negative. Impossible.
Engine room, this is the bridge. Report.
What are they doing down there?
Happened?
Nethicite's draining the ship's power!
Disengage it at once.
I want that
We're
number
trying
3
to
unit
stop
seal.
that.
Get me it out.
Critical in 300. Cascade failure.
We should
Ash,
get the
let's
hell
go.
out of there.
All I have done, I've ever thought of Dalmasca first.
I know you do. I would ne'er gainsay your loyalty.
Look on what my haste has wrought. Did I act too quick? Or was your return too late?
A bit of both.
I can serve her no more. You must take up my charge.
Well, I do believe he's gonna die now. If Shiva explodes. He very well might do. No, is that in the Leviathan? No, it's not. It's in the Shiva. Well, that's no good.
This might get a little dicey.
The mist. It manifests now.
Is that what you call this?
What's that? I think it's the Dawn Shard.
Then what are we waiting for?
Seriously, you going back in there? And how did you notice that small thing that far away inside a sphere of fire? Ugh. I have no idea.
The dreadnought Leviathan is sunk.
Okay,
The
it's
8th
Leviathan.
fleet of the Arcadian Imperial Army lost. As word of the events in the yacht sounded throughout the Empire, quit I Bujeba, citing sudden malady. My true motive, to bring the various counter-imperial forces scattered throughout Ivalice together in unified resistance.
Oh, I need to click, right. Keep forgetting.
By this time, Lady Ash had made her return to Rabanastre. She had not, however, made known her presence. Rather, she was content with keeping both her own whereabouts and those of the Dawn Shard concealed. Had she chosen then to go before her people, my error in announcing her suicide would be known, to the great detriment of my efforts to assemble a resistance. In such circumstance as the Lady Ash then found herself, even were she to proclaim Dalmasca restored, it would serve only to invite the Empire's wrath. Though Arcadia had lost her 8th fleet, she remained, as ever, a military power with which to be reckoned.
The Rosarian Empire assembles a vast host under guise of martial exercises. It is our belief they wait for the proper pretext, the sooner to make their strike against Arcadia.
The loss of Leviathan and her fleet at such a time comes as a most grievous blow. Were Rosaria to invade, the battle would be hard fought. Had Lord Vane not deployed the fleet so capriciously, we would not now find ourselves in such perilous circumstance.
Lord Vane shall be made to answer for his actions. It is the will of the Senate. Excellency, though he be your son, justice must be served.
A convenient thing, justice. And so I must now make a choice between my throne and my son.
A most lamentable situation for us all.
Oh? Lord Vane, perhaps. Yet surely Lord Larsa will make for a fine emperor.
Larsa so adores his brother, and he is yet young.
But he will not remain young forever. Already he busies himself unraveling Lord Vane's tangled skein. Lord Larsa has found his role to play and pursues it with some enthusiasm.
Ah, yes. And who would set him at such tasks?
What matter? Lord Vane himself once saw his elder brothers brought to like justice, did he not? At your Excellency's behest, as I recall.
You may put yourself at ease, Lord Gramis. So long as the Senate watches over her, Arcadia's well-being will ever be ensured.
By your will, I shall bid Vane return to Arcades.
He won't like that. No, he will not. I have a bad feeling about that. Yes, indeed I do. Lord Vane is not someone to be trifled with.
So, it was the Dawn Shard that brought down the Imperial fleet.
You know your stuff.
Destructive power of such force. I've seen it once before. Lady Ash, you know of what I speak.
Nabudis.
The capital of Old Nebradia, Lord Rassler's fatherland. At the time of the invasion, a division of Imperials entered the city. There was a mighty explosion. Friend and foe died alike. Something was there. One of the Dynast King's relics. The Midlight Shard was in Nebradia.
More Nethicite. Well, no wonder they invaded.
That ridiculous war. The trap at the treaty signing. All this because Vane wanted power. He must not be allowed to claim the Nethicite. The Empire must never hold it.
Oh, they already do. The Dusk Shard, most likely the Midlight Shard too. Besides, can't they manufacture Nethicite now?
Very well. Then the path set before us is clear. We'll use the Dawn Shard to fight them. Dalmasca does not forget kindness, nor ill deed done. With sword in hand, she aids her allies. Sword in hand, she lays to rest her foes. This Nethicite I hold must be my sword. I will avenge those who have died, and the Empire will know remorse.
You even know how to use it?
I...
The Garif may know. The Garif people live by the old ways. Magicite lore is a part of their culture. They may hear it, the cry of the Nethicite's power. Whispers of the stone's menace.
Dangerous though it be, what we need now is power. Should we declare Dalmasca free without the means to defend our claim, the Empire would crush us. You must take me to meet with the Garif.
They live beyond Osman Plain.
Not exactly close.
Compensation, is that what you want?
Straight to the point, aren't we? I like that. Compensation. How about the ring?
This? Isn't there something else?
No one's forcing you.
He's being such a jackass.
I'll give it back to you as soon as I find something more valuable.
What do you mean something more valuable?
Hard to say. I'll know when I find it. What is it you want, Vaughn? What are you looking for?
Me? What am I looking for? I guess... Well, you know...
Avenge your brother? I thought that was driving him. Back in Rabanaster! Woo!
The Gareth are said to dwell in Kirwan.
So they do. We'll need to head south, past the Giza Plains.
It is the rains now in Giza. The wadis will be swollen with the deluge. Passage may be difficult.
But those same waters may also lay open new routes to us.
Regardless, we must go south, yes?
First things first. You're eager to be on your way, I know. But we should see that we're prepared before setting out.
I made my resolve 2 years ago. I swore to overcome any hardship I may face.
Man cannot live by resolve alone, princess.
Maybe not call her princess in the middle of a crowd. About fear. Okay, I'm gonna run around, buy new stuff. And after that, we will be down in Giza Plains. Also, I will grab up some new hunts. And most likely do those before we progress any further, if possible, in the storyline. So I see you in a moment's time. Ah, hello there, Sadine. Okay, so Sadine here had a note up on the hunting board in Rabanaster to kill a crocodile who has eaten his ring. Yes, crocodile. No, crocodile. The hunt begins. So he could be located next to a bridge? Okay, I guess I'll just have to go find him then. Well then, here we go. Oh, gee! Jesus, that scared the hell out of me! Seriously! Oh my! I did not expect to see you here. He has bravery, that's not good. Bravery means he has more attack power than normal. Did that miss? No! He is blind. Van has stolen a horn from him. That means I can actually just remove steel. Like so. Yeah. I don't need to steal from him anymore. How long will this take? I have no idea. How much health did he have? Doesn't say. Can I use Libra and find out some information about this guy? That would be nice. Nope, nothing. Unfortunately. Vaughn, why don't you just use your quickening, the red spiral? See how that goes.
Got a surprise for you.
Vaughn again. Since I'm using all my mana when I'm using a quickening, why not just use the same guy twice? If possible. No. Time's up. Damn it. And Inferno. Still not sure where that comes from. Wow, that did next to nothing. Which is not good. Because now Fran and Van here has no mana points at all. Though Van's mana is getting... it is increasing by the attack, which is good. And the Toad here is losing health. He is a regular hunt, so this shouldn't really be that much of a problem. Though his level just doubled up, but he's almost dead. A couple more hits and he'll be gone. Come on, finish him off. Aqua Bubbles. You dead yet? Nah. You ready, Sit? Blocked it again. He didn't do much damage. Now, if you could just finish him. Finish him? Today? This episode? Ah, he's dead. Sweet. The Ring of the Toad. Now let's go back and give him the key, the ring, and get our reward.